Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
Here's Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's still fighting forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee there to make the grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL. but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Finding some room at midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Foles. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Fournette, a first down carry. Fights free yet again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Newton to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw again on second down. Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Foles got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6. Points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get protected grabbing some cloth.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Floating one, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do, put a man on him.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Airing it out for Olsen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton, and that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Fielded at the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over them. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but now it's third and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off play action. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Throwing again on second and 10. Foles. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit, and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now Newton on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Newton on 1st down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To the air again, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Fournette, pretty move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.